Michelle, there's a lot of discussion about loan modifications. Can you explain to our viewers exactly what is a loan modification?
Well, in simple terms, a loan modification is a temporary or permanent change in one or more terms of a borrower's home loan that allows a problem mortgage to be revised and ideally results in a reduced monthly payment that the homeowner can afford. Now, most often the result is a reduction in applicable interest rate, converting your loan from an adjustable rate to a lower fixed rate, extending out the repayment term, and or either forgiving late payments and penalties or adding them on to the back end of the loan. Sometimes there can be a principal reduction or a charge-off that reduces the total amount of debt due on the property, but that's not necessarily a common occurrence. We have been more successful in obtaining charge-offs on second mortgages than principal reductions on first mortgages, but we have successfully achieved both. In addition, there's been a recent willingness on the part of the lenders to allow borrowers to attempt to settle or buy out second mortgages where a house is upside down. These settlements can frequently be achieved from anywhere between 50 and 5 cents on the dollar. The primary goal in loan modification, though, remains to reduce your monthly principal and interest payment to an amount that allows you to stay in your home.
Many of our viewers want to know, Michelle, why can't they just modify their loan without using an attorney?
Well, the simple answer is that you can. But what you need to remember is that you'll be dealing with the same lenders that led you into your current situation in the first place. So while a lender may work with you to modify your loan, they're going to work to modify the loan on the best terms possible for their profit margin rather than your pocketbook. When you hire a reputable law firm such as FMG as your advocate, you can be certain that the law firm's primary interest is in obtaining the best deal possible for you to stay in your home. Further, when you hire a law firm familiar with both the legalities and other facets of the lending system, you're provided with a specialized expertise that will allow you to negotiate with your bank from a position of strength. And this provides you with the best opportunity to negotiate on equal footing with your bank and to obtain the right modification of your home loan that will offer you the relief that you really urgently need. Also, most banks don't want to be involved with a third-party negotiator, and many will tell you that up front. One has to ask the question, why is that? Well, putting aside the notion that the banks are your friend, the likely answer is that the lenders do not want to have to deal with attorneys who don't have the same agenda as the bank, which is to keep the rates and terms on your home loan as high as possible. I think the most important point that needs to be made is that if you do choose to retain someone to assist you with your loan modification effort, you should carefully research the person or entity that you choose. We're all too aware of the bad press that is circulated and that some unscrupulous companies have really tarnished the reputation of the loan modification industry as a whole. But there's some very legitimate companies out there, such as our firm, that offer really important services to the average homeowner in need of help. And it's up to you to research the company offering you assistance and then to take the necessary steps to hold them accountable in the way they represent your interests.
Michelle, what if somebody's upside down in their loan? What can they do?
Well, our goal as the attorney retained by a homeowner seeking loan modification is to help clients restructure their upside-down mortgage in a way that offers short or long-term assistance depending on each client's individual needs and circumstances. First, we need to understand what upside down means. An individual is upside down in their mortgage when the amount owed is more than the current property value. To best answer this, maybe I can explain a typical scenario. You may have purchased a home for $400,000. That was a good deal in 2005 when property values were at their peak. And in 2006, with the economy booming, you made some minor renovations by taking out a line of equity or second mortgage for another $25,000. You now owe $425,000 on a home that's perhaps only worth $300,000 in a declining real estate market. And the 5-year fixed rate that you negotiated is about to expire, leaving you with an exorbitant payment that you simply cannot afford. Worse, maybe in this downturn economy, your work hours have been reduced or your income is not what it was when you originally qualified for the loan. And if that's the case, without equity, you can't refinance, but without some assistance, you'll lose your family's home. So what can you do? Well, as an advocate, we attempt to evaluate these type of circumstances and each borrower's particular needs, and then we use our experience and negotiating skill to convey your situation to your lender. So with loan modification, no equity is needed in your home, and the hardship that you're experiencing is actually a really powerful bargaining chip. The bank can't recover the amount owed on your home by foreclosing upon it because they suffer from the same reduction in market value you have. And further, a typical foreclosure will actually cost your lender an additional $50,000, giving them every incentive really to work with you to keep you in your home. With skilled professionals who know how to navigate the system and explain these realities to your lender, they can be persuaded that it's in their best interest to renegotiate your existing loan through reduction of your principal, charging off or settling your second mortgage, or reducing your payments to a lower fixed rate so that you can recover with the economy and continue to make regular payments on your home.
We have a viewer here that doesn't qualify for a loan modification. Are there any alternatives for them?
What can be done to help?
Yeah, there's probably three main options for most individuals who don't qualify for a loan modification that they should explore, and our firm's able to help with each of these. They're forbearance, short sale, and deed in lieu. First, a forbearance agreement is a short-term plan that will stop a foreclosure by your lender and allow you to catch up on your payments on your existing loan. Short-term forbearance agreements are offered by many lenders, and they assist you in getting caught up via either modified payments for a temporary period or by adding already past due amounts back into your loan balance. Second is a short sale, and a short sale is a sale of your home for a price approved by the bank but for less than what's owed. The advantage in short selling your home if you don't qualify for loan modification is that you're able to walk away with a cleaner slate than if your foreclosure sale had become final. In a short sale scenario, your credit rating takes a lesser hit, and you are able to escape any personal liability for the shortage between what you owe on the home and the price that the bank approves as a sale price. Finally, a law firm can help you negotiate a deed in lieu of foreclosure. A deed in lieu is a foreclosure deed instrument in which a borrower conveys all interest in a real property to the lender to satisfy a loan that's in default and avoid formal foreclosure proceedings. So the short answer is yes, there are definitely other options that can be explored if you don't qualify for loan modification, but we'll always seek to exhaust all avenues to keep you in your home with a mortgage you can afford.
Our last question comes to us via the website, and this question goes out to Michelle. Do I have to be delinquent on my payments to get a loan modification?
Well, most lenders are now accepting applications from homeowners who are not currently delinquent, but who are able to prove to the bank that an imminent hardship or rate increase is forthcoming, and the borrower will no longer be able to afford the loan payment on their current mortgage. Some lenders may not consider you for loan modification while your mortgage payments are current, but new government programs, both now existing and on the horizon, incentivize banks to modify problem home loans prior to delinquency. So as a result, your chances to obtain a loan modification on a home loan that is not delinquent are much better now than they were 6 to 12 months ago. We advise clients that if because of your financial circumstances or for other reasons you feel that you're otherwise a qualified loan modification candidate, you should contact your lender or a third-party negotiator such as ourselves as soon as possible, regardless of your delinquency situation.